Hello and welcome to the Computer Game Show. My name is Sean Bell. I'm joined by James Farley
Hello.
and Matt Murray.
Hi.
Dave is not here this week. It's his wife's birthday, which is fair enough. He is actually watching us do this live, which is a bit weird.
It's really weird, isn't it?
You'd
Well, the
think
man's
they'd-
just logging
You'd
in.
think they'd like put a nice film on or something, but that's
Yeah.
You can't clock off, can you?
no. We're going to start the show, however, how we always do, by thanking our Patreon producers for this month. They are Aaron Patrick, the QuickBooks chap, Simon Nelson, Moomin Biscuit, Trans Rights are Human Rights, Dave Ernsberger, Colin Brown, Gasman, Rocketman76, Smooth Monkey, John Tempelli, Jackie Sniper, Sam Higton, Thomas Tom S, Stan, Philip with an F, Cutty, Steve Lee, Jack Oven, Grey Dragon Claw, Colin the Car Wanker Smith, Lee Keybottom, My Dog Skip, Dean, Evil Mammal, Don Whiskerando, M3 for Life, and Sir Resner of the Savage North. They all went to patreon.com/TCGS and very, very kindly signed up at the highest possible tier. You don't have to do that. There are other tiers where you still get nice stuff. It's a new month, so we need to figure out when we're going to do the bonus content. James probably isn't going to be around for it, but don't let that put you off.
No, I mean,
Still
you should have said
sign
that.
up. I want to talk about how McDonald's are built, Matt. How do you feel about that? That's what I'm bringing to the table this month.
Obviously, I'm 270 days into my year ban for McDonald's and
that's
KFC,
true,
so
yeah.
we can talk about it. I'm happy to talk about it. I'm just not
Okay,
going to
fine.
eat it.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't have to talk about the food. It's the building itself I'm interested in.
Okay. I am watching Squid Game after it was mentioned on the last month's Patreon bonus show, so I'm watching
nice.
that. I'm really
How
enjoying it.
far are you in, Matt? Are you on
I've started
three?
season. Yeah, I'm on season 3 now. Yeah.
Okay.
Give it
Only
away,
episode
Matt.
one.
That's free
Yeah.
content. You've just
I've got thoughts on season 2 though. Well, I've got hot takes on season 2.
Really?
Probably worth subscribing for, I reckon. You know, oh bloody hell, what I'm going to say about that show.
We've also still got the Tatton Park run coming up next month. If you go to tcgs.co, which no longer has a security warning on it, there's the link there to our Just Giving page, which is still at £930, which is amazing, but we are trying to get to £1,000. So please get your wallets out. Dave still hasn't donated. But that's just, that's a measure of his character, really.
I think we're
isn't
going to have to do something to really encourage him. I'm not sure what that could be, but
Yeah.
it's actually
We've
something
offered him a
serious.
discount, and even that doesn't seem to sway him. So. Matt, what's this FPL business? I don't understand because
Yes.
I'm a nerd.
We are 2 weeks away from the football season returning. It's been so long about football, forgetting the Club World Cup and the Women's Euros. It's been dreadful summer.
Getting
No,
all
yeah,
the
for
football. There's been, there's been.
Yeah, I mean, the other day I was thinking, I really miss football. Literally thinking I was watching it within a week. And so fantasy football's back. We've done this for many years. Fantasy football with FPL League. There will be a social going out like tomorrow with the link and stuff. But if you want to join and you haven't already joined, go to fantasy.premierleague.com and the code to join our league is L84RA9. Don't worry if you don't remember that. I'll put out a social tomorrow or maybe Tuesday by the time you've heard this with all the links. And if you sign up before, then you'll automatically get enrolled into the league again. So if you played last year, I think there's like 180 odd teams, or
Yeah,
there's
loads
a
of
fair
them,
number of teams out there in there. So if you're playing last year, you'll already be in the TCGS league. If you haven't, L84RA9 is the code, but there'll be a social as well tomorrow to confirm that.
What do you win, Matt, at the end of the season?
You win a shout out on the podcast. No, there's no
So there's no point in me
prize.
joining then, is there? Because I'm already on the podcast.
Yeah, I know, but it'd be good to see your name and up in lights. You should definitely join. Go on. I think this will be my 19th year doing it. So get involved, James.
I know, but you see, I always do the same thing where I set it up, I do it for about 2 weeks, and then I forget and and then never go back to it.
What are 2 weeks though? What are 2
Yeah,
weeks?
that's true. Yeah, yeah, maybe this year, probably
I
not.
only did it once, and I did abysmally, which is correct, right? That's not, I've not got an issue with
Yeah.
that. But it was worth signing up just to see everyone's funny team names.
Yeah, that's what it's
So,
all about.
If you're on the fence, think about it.
Get involved.
Feedback on last week's show.
Yes,
is it all right?
we're gonna start with Poo in a Tin.
Yeah.
That's Poo in a Tin has messaged
Okay.
this week. A note for Grandmaster Double M, the Big Merster. I also got called out for saying 1, 2, 3. I've also trained myself to say 1, 2, 3. I still think it's nonsense though. They know what we mean. They're just being picky. I did have an ex who says bought. I had an ex who says brought instead of brought though,
Instead
which
of
makes
No, he says brought instead of bought.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that would annoy me as well.
Yeah.
You are not bringing it. You are buying it. Anyway, screw these guys and myself for bringing the elocution of police knobbers. Yeah, it's a constant battle every day, and I fail, but I'm
The only
trying.
time it's caught me out was when Dave, and I remember because I got a text off Joe, just when he was talking about threes,
Yes.
and he was going, "Oh, I've been playing threes. I love threes." And yeah, and Joe texted me, he's like, "I've just been on the Play Store, being like, oh my god, what's this freeze game that Dave loves so much?" But yeah, that's other than that, you can almost always figure it out by context. I don't really think it's something to have a pop at a grown adult about.
Yeah, but people like to correct you, don't they? And
I don't know.
I mean, they do.
I think-
I never
think-
corrected anyone.
In that case, it's what Dave would want, Sean, because he loves correcting us when we make mistakes. So I think
That's
he'd be quite
true.
happy with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Resner of the Savage True North has messaged. Right, lads, let's get this straight. Yes, the North was a reference to the con. Yes, I was there. Yes, I heard someone sniggering, probably Matt the little snake, as you announced my arrival in the hallowed rankings of the Full Nails Club. Let's jog your memories a bit, though, because the fact I turned up after a 13-hour night shift with no sleep and came to the piss pot town that is Sunderland does not seem to be enough. Now, these are Resner's words,
not the views of
ours.
Yeah, they don't-
TCGS.
Absolutely
Corporation.
don't reflect our views at all.
Absolutely not. I was stood outside smoking as Matt gillied suited his way into the building, and my best mate trounced David to win himself a pair of sound peats, only to produce a pair of his own from his own pocket and not offer me a pair. Not on in my book. Haze Red Mist. Oh yeah, not on in my book, Haze Red Mist. Matt later brought us a blue intoxicating cocktail that ultimately ended up in an early taxi home for Hayes and I, and a roadside vomit for Hayes. Serves him right for not passing on his old sound peats to his lifelong partner in crime. Fuck Matt. Fuck Hayes Red Mist. Just kidding. Love you, baby. Fuck Kane and Rince. Fuck Sunderland. And don't ever associate me or my people of the true North Newcastle with that dump again. Keep up the good work. Owen Resner was a Super Mario World boss reference, not a Nine Inch Nail one, for the record. Long live the true North and its people. Love, peace, and understanding to all.
I forgot about the whole Soundpiece thing. Decided it would be funny to offer a pair of Soundpiece earphones as a prize, and then it turned out the guy that won them was already a convert and had his own pair in his pocket on the day, which was just absolutely staggering.
Are you still on the Soundpeat, Sean?
Nah, I've gone off like in-ear headphones in general, to be honest. So yeah, that's it. That's the only reason why it's not a quality issue.
Just personal preference.
Just to clarify, yeah. Still as good as they always was.
Also, Resnick clarifies, yeah, it's a Super Mario World boss reference and not a Nine Inch Nails one, but technically in a roundabout way, because those bosses are all named after musicians, aren't they? That's why there's like Lemmy and Iggy and stuff.
Mm.
So in a way, it sort of still is a Nine Inch Nails reference.
Yeah, but
Sorry, Resner.
I guess for the people listening to this is cooler than anyone else should be like, yeah, Nine Inch Nails. But here, you're like, no, it's not a band. It's not the cool band. It's the game. I'm not an idiot.
Trent Reznor his real name? I've just realised that.
It's going to have to be a stage
Because
name,
could you
I would
imagine
assume.
if you
It's
met-
cool as hell.
Yeah, if you met someone else whose surname was Reznor, you'd just be like, come on, mate. Who do you think you are?
It's really John Stevens.
Yeah,
That's it.
probably.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant name. Anyway, Trinips has messaged. Matt, I'm 100% with you. Brownie is a slice. Slices are for tea parties and cafe treats. Brownie cannot be a dessert because it's not typically eaten after dinner, supper/tea for you guys, question mark. Therefore, on its own, it is, in fact, a snack. However, if you have brownie and ice cream, it can be considered a dessert.
So it is a dessert.
If you have it... I'm not sure I can talk about this anymore.
You can have it as like a little tray bake in like a packed lunch
Yeah.
or whatever.
But that's where it came from. It didn't come from being a dessert. It came from being like a little snacky. Yeah,
But it
we
still
can't
can
be
be
talking
a
about this again.
It's still a dessert.
Yeah.
In the
It can
context
be.
of
Anything
in the
can be a
context of
dessert.
packed lunch, it's still dessert.
Fruit can be a dessert, but fruit is a
Only
fruit.
only if you hate yourself. That's
What, like
it's
fruit?
that and then cheese board. It's like, come on. I don't know.
Go on, have a banana, Sean.
And there's nothing wrong with a cheese board, just
Yeah.
not in place of dessert.
What?
Trent Reznor. Trent is his middle name.
Hey, whoa,
His
whoa, whoa.
His
Hang on,
first
wait,
name
wait,
is
wait,
Michael.
wait.
Sorry, carry on.
Wait, hang on. Did you say you wouldn't have a cheese board in like replacing dessert?
Yeah.
I'm not with you on that.
You'd have a cheese board instead of dessert.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could have it instead of every course there is.
Yeah. I mean,
All three
absolutely, I'll go
courses.
on to that.
Cheese.
Okay, I think that's put to bed now.
Yep.
I feel like it's still a fresh wound.
Well,
to be honest, I feel like
it's the hill I will die on. Apparently, I didn't realize I had that hill, but now
we
I absolutely
probably we should probably stop.
Yeah, Chris has messaged. I got a little message for Sean. Last week you said I bought a PS5. For some reason, none of your co-hosts replied with "You should play Returnal." So I'm doing it. You should definitely play Returnal. It's just fabulous. In fact, while I'm here, one puzzling thing David did say at this point was God of War Ragnarok is a must-play. David, if you're going to give Kojima a hard time for having too many cutscenes in his games, and you're right to do so, I agree with you, then surely you must also agree that Ragnarok is a bloated, overlong chore that interrupts itself with incessant cutscenes the whole way through. I don't know whether Ragnarok or Death Stranding has the most cutscenes, but Ragnarok's are way, way more intrusive.
I mean, the thing about that is, I mean, Dave is mostly wrong, like about some of these things, but in this case, he's not. I mean, I think, yeah. There's you can't really compare them. The stuff in Death Stranding is absolutely crazy, like how long some of those go on for. But also the stuff
I
in...
haven't minded the cutscenes in Death Stranding 2 at all.
No, in Death Stranding 2 they've been mostly okay.
And the
But in
fact you can
first
see how
one-
long it is that's a game changer. I wish you could rewind them.
And I feel like they're basically always like prompted, right? Like it's always a case of, like they'll say like, oh, if you come back to the ship,
Yeah.
you can meet this character, or this is going to come and see this.
Sam, we've got something to say up on the bridge.
Yeah, so it's like, right, well, I know that's gonna trigger a cutscene. The thing with Kojima was in like, like Metal Gear Solid 2 or whatever, you would just like walk down a corridor and a door would open and then bang, cutscene. You're just like, oh, fucking, I just just walking around, leave me alone. But yeah, I feel like in Death Stranding they're sort of signposted.
Yeah, and also crucially, you can pause them. Games where you can't. I mean, like, I think the Donkey Kong. No, can you pause them on Donkey Kong? One game recently, I'm like, why can't you fucking pause these cutscenes? It's like that annoys me so much. For that.
That's getting rarer and rarer now, though, isn't it? Like
I've been unable to.
rare.
Yeah, I guess so. I must play a game recently. I'm like, bloody hell! I just want to pause it. Or actually, sometimes I'm scared to even press what I assume would be the pause button in case it skips it entirely.
Yeah,
No.
definitely used to be a thing. I should say that there was on Blue Sky, I think it was MF Nick got in touch saying he was confused about why I got the PS5, which is fair enough because I completely contradicted myself last week. I was like, sometimes you say stuff and then afterwards you're like, oh, why did I say that? I don't really
That's
mean
everything
that.
I say.
Because the reason that I initially got the PS5 was I was, lack of faith in where Xbox is going, and like,
Oh yeah.
I feel like I may as well start adding to the PlayStation library instead of the Xbox One, right? Which
Yeah.
you may
That
disagree.
feels
That's
like a
absolutely
safe
fine.
bet.
No one really knows what's going on with Xbox, but that's just how I'm
Satya
feeling.
Nadella does, as we'll
Well,
find
yeah,
out
he's
soon.
got it all
So,
planned out.
yeah.
And then last week I was like, the PS5 is just for exclusives. And I don't really know why I said that. I think basically it's just because the way I feel about it at the moment is, because when you get a new console, it's quite a daunting thing learning all the menus and the systems and how the store works and what's not. So I think in my head I was just like, I just can't be fucking bothered with that stuff right now. But yeah, the point is still to sort of gradually transfer over to the PS5. But yeah,
I mean, I guess I would still generally say my PlayStation is for exclusives, and if I'm doing any multiplayer, that'll be on Xbox. But
yeah.
Chris continues. Sean, you can get the same experience of playing Ragnarok by playing God of War 2018, setting a recurring alarm off to go off every 6 minutes or so, and every time the alarm goes off, pause the game and go look out the window for a bit.
See,
Chris is not a fan of Ragnarok.
He's not.
He hated them cutscenes.
I don't remember the cutscenes in that being particularly egregious. I really don't.
No, and it looks so good. I was happy to watch them, and the characters are great as well. So yeah, I don't remember having an issue at all. But I think Chris might have an issue with the cutscenes, lads.
I think he doesn't like.
I just got like a little hint of annoyance.
Yep.
The last one here, Adam C. Biscuit throwing. No one even mentioning wagon wheel was a disgrace. Thank you.
I thought we did. I was pretty sure we mentioned the wagon.
I mean,
wheel,
Adam
but
C
it's
says
not
we
because
didn't.
You just frisbee it. Well,
We
maybe Adam C needs to.
We
pay more
definitely mentioned
attention.
some circular biscuit. but
Yeah,
I
we
don't
didn't
remember
mention
which one it
wagon
was.
wheel by name.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we did.
Do they still exist?
Wagon wheels.
Wagon wheels,
Oh,
God, yeah.
hell yeah.
Not been out of the UK that long, James. Bloody hell.
No, they're not very good though, are they?
I'm not a fan. I'm not. Well, I'm not a big Marshmallow guy. So the ones with
No,
jam in,
okay.
I'll accept.
I never
that.
thought they were that good.
Nah.
Bit
Yeah,
sugary.
I was a fan. Yeah, Energy had some only like last other month. I was like, oh, Wagon Wheel, first time since the early 2000s. Yeah, that's exactly how you remember them.
It's like, oh yeah, no. When I was a kid, they were this fucking big.
Yeah, they were a pence. They were whoopers.
Like a dinner plate.
Yeah.
Like it's like-
This could keep me full for a week. That is it for feedback. To leave us feedback, go to tcgs.co. That's it, because I've changed how links work. So just go to tcgs.co now, and there's a link there to the contact form. Totally secure. You can do whatever you want on our website. I mean, it's not a lot. It's just loads of Linktree links. But anyway, tcgs.co to leave your feedback.
I mean, don't put any secure information in the feedback form because we will read it.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean,
We won't read it out
don't-
on the show if it's inappropriate, but we will all see it and share it in the WhatsApp and be like, haha.
Don't give us your mother's
Also,
maiden name.
We'll harvest it as well. For
Yeah,
various-
we'll
various
send it
reasons.
to
Yeah.
OpenAI.
No, we won't. Just to clarify, we won't do that.
Get 10p each time. James, news, please. I haven't done a news intro.
Yeah, that's all right.
You didn't do one last time, did you? Bloody hell.
I think I did, didn't I? Think I did last time.
But also, I mean,
I think.
no, you didn't. It's because
No,
it's also
probably
because
not.
David gets really upset whenever you do
Dave
it
gets
as well.
upset.
Yeah, but he's
Also-
not here.
also
You
the
can
news-
do literally whatever you want, Sean.
The news is too horrible to make fun of these days. It's just not. It's not good.
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway, I mean, we'll start off with something which, I mean, yeah, it's kind of horrible. There was the Nintendo Partner Direct that we had this week. As
Not quite the same league of horrible, but yeah.
No, but it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, this was something which was trailed. Like people kept on saying, "There's going to be a direct in July. There's going to be a direct in July," and then eventually they did actually announce there was going to be one, but it was a partner one, so not like a, first party and what they're kind of doing thing. And so, I mean, I watched this as it was going on, which wished I hadn't, because there was so little in it that I thought that looked particularly interesting. I've got 3 games here that I looked at and thought. And one of them's one of them's a remake as well, and it's not a Yakuza game. So it's not one of the Yakuza
I didn't
games.
watch this live, but I did watch this today.
Yeah, I watched it sort of later that
I've got so many highlights of this.
I should
you
say,
won't-
James gave me a fucking heart attack in the group chat.
Did
'Cause
I?
He was just like, oh, there's not much on this apart from Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
But didn't elaborate on what that was.
Oh yeah.
Turns out it's Monster Hunter Stories 3, which is
Yeah.
not. Yeah,
It's not a thing.
I've not. I've tried to get into the first one, and it just doesn't really bear any relation to the Monster Hunter games. It's set in the same universe, but I think it's aimed at younger players, so fine. Like it's not for me. But yeah, for a moment, I was like, I knew it couldn't be Monster Hunter Wilds because that thing barely runs on like real consoles and PCs. Never mind the Switch 2. But yeah, for a second, I was like, what's the new Monster Hunter? Fucking hell! Yeah.
No,
No.
it wasn't that.
No.
I mean, these are the 3. I mean, I'm not going to go through every single game announced because I don't want to go through every single Square Enix like RPG, like 2D pixel
Square
art
Enix
RPGs.
always do really.
They
well
only
out
ended
of
with
these,
2 of
don't
them, didn't they?
There was tons of them, Matt. There was tons of them in this direct. It
I
was
know they ended with 2. What else do they do?
No, there was ones before that as well. They had
Oh
all
yeah,
kinds
yeah.
of
There's
stuff.
Final Fantasy
they?
Tactics.
Yeah, there was a few.
There was quite a few of them, and they all looked exactly the same.
You can find them.
I mean, I had 3. I had Once Upon a Katamari. I wouldn't mind playing some more Katamari. It's been a long time since I played that.
It
But
has, but have you played any of the ones since Keita Takahashi left?
no. So
Yeah.
are they not very good?
I mean, like they play the same, obviously, but just the tone didn't feel right to me.
Okay.
But I mean, then maybe it's been long enough that like, who cares? It's more Katamari. Why not?
All right, I'll cross that one off then.
So down to 2.
I've got 2 now. The other one I had was Persona 3 Reloaded because I've never played that, and I
Okay.
liked 4 and 5 a lot, and
Mhm.
this looks great because it has been a lot of work's been done on it, and that's coming the end of this year as well.
Mm.
And then the other one was Shinobi Art of Vengeance, which
Oh, yeah.
I played the demo of that today,
Okay.
and I think it's excellent. It's basically exactly what I want, and I'm
Sick.
looking forward to that coming out now.
Mhm.
But that's all I found from that direct. There was nothing else. How about you, Sean?
There was a few others. So yeah, like it's easy to make fun of the fact that there's always about 10 Square Enix games on these things. But to be fair, like I'm interested in the Final Fantasy Tactics remake. It'll be interesting because there's already been like a substantial remake of this called War of the Lions, which I think was like a retranslation and rebalanced a bunch of stuff and what have you. So I think when this comes out, it'll just be interesting to see if people are like, nah, I'd probably stick with War of the Lions, to be honest. I don't know. We'll see. There's new Octopath Traveler. I never fully got into the others, but they're very well thought of. And obviously, it's from that studio within Square Enix that does the cool HD 2D stuff.
Yeah, it looks so cool.
Yeah. Still a
It
really
looks nice.
interesting visual style. And on that note, we also got The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales. I don't know who names these fucking things, but this looked really good. It's like that same visual style, but it was like an action RPG. Rather than a turn-based one, so I'm interested.
The section of that like made me laugh, and I had to go back and write down what they said. Because one the narrator says, "Eyes side is a fairy called Faye," and then it cuts to audio, and the audio is, "You can call me Faye. I'm a fairy." It's like fucking hell. Like anything else, like what has that added to it?
Show don't tell, guys.
Yeah. It's like when films try and crowbar the name of the movie into dialogue.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that was so pointless. Tell me as well.
I mean, there was another trailer for the new Hyrule Warriors, but I'm excited about the game, but I got nothing from this.
Yeah.
What was that bit at the end of the trailer where it was like teasing something like a new? And once the trailer kind of ended or went phases black, there's then like,
well, according to the write-up on Eurogamer.net, it also seems to be hinting at some sort of robotic Link character.
Yeah, that'd
Oh
be
my
it.
god, is Zelda just going to make a Link robot?
Powered by OpenAI.
Oh, powered by the cloud.
Apex Legends coming to Switch too?
Yeah, I mean,
Why
I guess I'd forgotten that existed, like as a thing. But I guess I'm sure people still play it.
I always said, like, if I was ever to get into a Battle Royale game, it would probably be this. But then Isaac got into Fortnite, so that's ruined that. I mean, Star Wars Outlaws and Chronos The New Dawn, both very impressive looking, like, as ports, like, quite impressive, but also Switch 2 is surely not going to be anyone's format of choice.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I mean, Chronos looks good, and
Yeah.
I'll be playing on other consoles, but didn't need to. I got some. Have you got any more, Sean?
You're not
Gone.
you're not tempted by Star Wars Outlaws, Matt? Like on the Switch.
No.
Play it this time.
Why would I be interested in that? If I'm
going
gonna play it, I'm gonna play it on PC or console where it's been fully updated and it looks great. But I
was almost tempted the other week. I stumbled upon an ASMR video, and it was just someone just walking around like one of the towns, or maybe the town, I don't know, in Star Wars Outlaws, and I was like, "Fuck, this looks great." Just
It's not a bad game.
Yeah,
it's fine. I had a reasonably good time with
just
it.
started a bit poorly, but in terms of like, the launch edition, but so Just Dance has been announced, right? But it's just been announced for Switch 1,
Yeah.
which I find mad. Like,
Why?
I think it's just there's literally no point doing two versions, right? They can
No.
just it doesn't make any difference.
I don't know. I mean, I know obviously Switch 1 has a massive install base, but it's like, surely it wouldn't take an awful lot. I mean, unless there's like technology reasons. There's no technology reasons. Like,
I think it just literally doesn't make any difference. Well,
It'll
because
make
all
no
Just Dance
difference,
is like you watch a video and it goes, is the controller moving? All right, good.
Yeah, so I don't get why that wouldn't be out on Switch 2 as well. Like, we've seen 6 million, well, plenty of people bought Switch 2s. Why wouldn't they say, here's I don't know, maybe they couldn't differentiate enough or give them enough like extra features? I couldn't believe that wasn't also. When it said Switch 1, I was like, is that a mistake? Or
It's
not on the new
thing
console.
where-
I think it just doesn't make any difference. Sorry, James.
It's the kind of thing where if they did that and they released the Switch 2 version and it was a bit more money, and then people would be like, this is literally the same game. Like, and it's just you're charging more money for it. It's because of the platform.
Yeah, I wonder how much money that still brings in. Like, I'm sure it's secretly still huge. I say
Oh,
secret,
yeah.
Probably still keeping,
secret to people like us because we don't.
It's probably still keeping Ubisoft going. It's like one of those things
That's
that's
the only thing keeping them afloat. Isn't it?
I loved Plants vs Zombies. When that came out many years ago. I'm not necessarily sure I want to go for a remake, but I remember really enjoying it before. It just makes me want them to bring back Peggle, actually.
Oh,
We
Peggle would be
should
good.
just briefly say I don't know anything about the quality of the game, but it's worth looking at the video they showed for Chilling by the
Yes,
Fire.
that's the last one I was going to mention.
Especially when they did that bit with the webcams.
Yeah.
The cameras, yeah. So this is literally a campfire building sim where you have to like put the wood on your campfire in certain angles to make sure there's enough oxygen. enough flames licking the other bits of wood, and yeah, it looks like it could be amazing, actually. Different weather conditions. I mean, like the bit at the end where you showed all your friends' faces, also using the cameras, just chatting around the campfire.
So, you can use,
Brilliant.
you can join a campfire with your friends, and it uses the Switch camera. But then it was just these like ominous sort of discs in the air with people's faces on them, and they look terrifying.
They were all like distorted as well, sort of like
they look really weird.
That's out now, isn't it?
Is that already out?
Is
so
it out
that's
now?
how we're going to.
I think that's one that says out today, unless I've misremembered.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's out now. It's out now.
Cool.
So
is that how we're going to
stream.
record the show from now on? Yeah.
Well,
yes.
I think we could do a Patreon show like that. You know, we just around the campfire.
Would be very
that would be brilliant. Yeah, it wasn't a great direct.
No, I mean, to be fair, we slagged it off. We have just talked about quite a few things that look all right, but there's plenty more we're just not talking about.
Yeah. There you go.
That's it now, I guess, until September at the earliest, right? Direct-wise.
Probably.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, there's also all these rumours about, there was the rumours about Metroid Prime 4 that it was going to get delayed into next year. But now Nintendo have said that's not going to happen. It is coming out this year, but this is going to be their Christmas game, isn't it? I think that's what it's as in addition to Pokemon. They're the two games.
Yeah.
Pokemon and Metroid. That seems like a good Christmas, but if it comes out or when it comes out.
All right. Next story is that Microsoft have made a lot of money, like a lot of money
Again.
and their annual revenue has grown massively and their profits have grown massively, but they also laid off 9,000 people a couple of weeks ago. So Game Pass annual revenue was nearly 5 billion for the first time, apparently, and Microsoft said they've got 500 million active users across multiple gaming platforms and devices. And they also said that overall they've seen an 18% increase in revenue and 23% increase in operating income, up from 34.3 billion. I mean, Satya Nadella did have something to say for the people that are gone from this. He said, "I want to express my sincere gratitude to those who have left. Their contributions have shaped who we are as a company, helping build the foundation we stand on today. And for that, I'm deeply grateful." So
I hope that line pays the bills.
Yeah. That's what everyone feels really good about. Their livelihood being threatened.
And then he then went on to further push AI and basically talk about how it's at the heart of everything at Microsoft now.
Cool.
So,
I mean, he shouldn't be too smug because my Game Pass subscription lapsed the other day and I've not renewed it yet. So
has mine, actually.
Oh, well, there
It
you
ran
go.
out on the 25th of July, and I'm like,
Think upon that, Nadella.
yeah.
I'm not intending to renew mine when it comes up. I think it's in January. I don't use it, so there's not really much reason.
So 5 billion in revenue for Game Pass. I'd love to know what profit.
Is it? Yeah, it's a profit on
They
that.
spent 5.9 billion. Like, I mean, I can fully see them spending. Who knows? I mean, we'll never find out. But I'd love to know what profit that made.
100%.
We definitely want to find out. Okay, next story though is about Itch because we've got a update on this because they've started re-indexing free adult not safe for work content, and apparently paid content is going to be slowly reintroduced. So they said they're in ongoing discussions with payment processors following all the things that happened over the last couple of weeks. And then they said that if developers want to be eligible for re-indexing, they must make their projects available for free by checking the no payments box under the pricing section of the edit page. So the games can be restored there, but you can't make money off them yet because they're still trying to figure that out. They also say that they're going to be adding like a system for explaining if something is not safe for work. Like, so you have to you're required to complete now, this information. But then also, it was one of Itch's payment processors, which is Stripe, which I don't know Stripe. Do you guys know that?
I know their
I know the
payment
name, but
yeah, I've heard of them. Yeah.
So they also revealed that they said they cannot support what they call content designed for sexual gratification on the platform. And so they're saying that they're having to figure out a way around this because they can't at the moment, they can't accept it. And apparently Itch are also exploring alternative payment processors that will support adult content as well.
So has Stripe just learn what is on Itch, or what? Someone like, have you seen what is over there. Like, what?
I think that's pretty much probably what's happened. And then, yeah.
It's been such a miserable situation. Like I didn't realize that like so many people are like attacking itch for all this, as if they have any say in like. It's like, yeah, unfortunately they have to do what the payment processors want, like, which is unbelievably shit. But without them, like, itch ceases to exist overnight. Like it's absolutely crucial. And yeah, they are doing their best. I think they've set out their content guidelines, haven't they? Their adult content guidelines, and it's basically like, here's what's all right. Any breach of this, like, your game will be demonetized and taken off immediately, and there's no appeal. Which again, some people are like, oh, that's really shit. It's like, yeah, it's because it's run by about 9 people.
Yeah,
they're not going to have the time to go through appeals and stuff. Like,
but I saw like did Mastercard but today saying that it wasn't us.
Yeah, and then didn't Valve come back saying, yeah, it fucking was. We spoke to you.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, because I don't know how are Valve like handling this now. Like, what are they doing?
I'm not entirely sure. I know they've pulled a bunch of stuff, but yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, because the thing is with Steam is it's big enough to be like, well, yeah, that stuff's gone. We will continue. Whereas
there's still these 50 million other games you can
download. Exactly. Yeah. So I don't think Valve are as fussed about it.
Mm-hmm.
They have updated their guidelines as well, though, about what you shouldn't publish on Steam.
Makes sense. But like,
so it's clearly affecting them.
I said last week, like, Valve probably were a bit too hands off when it comes to this stuff. So, but yeah, no, this whole situation's just miserable, frankly.
But it looks like we're things are getting restored to the platform, and having new payment providers are being found. So obviously, it's been a bit of a stressful time for creators on there who rely on game sales to live, basically. So a stressful time for them, but hopefully in a couple of weeks or so, things will be a bit more back to normal with a bit more legislation or guidelines around it. And hopefully that doesn't then stop people from producing the content and art that they want on there.
Okay, next story is that I'd forgotten completely that BioShock 4 was something that was going to be happening.
I thought this. I'm still really confused about. So the team that's making Judas is not Irrational, is it?
That's Ken Levine's new studio.
Ken Levine's new studio, but is that new studio? Because I'm sure I've read like some things saying that it's literally the same studio but rebranded. Well, something saying it's a new studio.
Well, are making so the people making BioShock 4 are called Cloud Studio, and they're the ones that are
Cloud Chamber.
Yeah. Sorry, say that again.
Cloud Chamber is the studio.
Oh, sorry, Cloud Chamber. Yeah, it's sorry, I wrote it down wrong. Yeah, so they're making the game, but then are they formerly of the former developer then?
I've no idea.
Right. Well, you check while I'll read the rest of it. So some anonymous sources have been speaking to Bloomberg, and they said that apparently there's basically they're having to revamp the entire thing because there was an internal review of the whole thing, and apparently the game's narrative in particular failed to impress, and it was identified as an area in need of improvement that will be revamped in the coming months. And then after the review, the head of the studio, Kelly Gilmore, was not taken out. That sounds bad. Was removed, and
shit.
And also like the creative director was moved into like a publishing role instead. So then the rest of Cloud Chamber were told in this all hands meeting that the company needed to become more agile and efficient, which that never bodes well as soon as people say that, because that usually means efficiencies.
Job cuts.
And that kind of stuff. And there was also apparently there was going to be a remake of the original game as well, but that's been cancelled. So that's now gone.
That seems like money on leave money on the table, doesn't it?
I mean, it was a very good game. That was.
It was a very good game. You could take out the last sort of hour of it and just improve it.
That's all it took.
Sorry, Ginger Ninja in the chat. So Irrational closed after Ken left. He set up a new studio within 2K, and then Cloud Chamber is another 2K internal studio, which was put together, just to make this game. Seemingly, they haven't done anything else before. Yeah.
I mean, Judas, we haven't heard anything about that, have we, for ages?
No, that was on my list, I think.
Yes,
of,
definitely. I can confirm it definitely was on your fancy cricket list.
Yeah.
Oh, did you
I,
can't pick him?
I locked that right in. Yeah, 'cause I was like, we haven't heard about that for years. It's not going to happen.
I was hoping that by the end of the year we'd hear something, but we've heard nothing at all about that.
I mean, ultimately, this BioShock 4 is good because we'll get a better game out of it. If they saw it and said this isn't up to scratch, and no one wants that, like so.
If it ever appears.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
like
the worry, isn't it? Yeah, that it was
games have loads, internal milestones, and they may pass, they may fail. But I don't. I mean, it's good that they're seeing it for what it is, and if there's issues, they can fix it rather than just. The worst thing is, it's just like it passed without, an issue, and it came out and it's rubbish. So this will be better for it. But
fingers crossed.
So the next story is really weird. Do you know about this? Okay, so this is Sony suing Tencent because of this game that they're claiming is like a knockoff of Horizon. Of the Horizon series.
I'm just looking at the comparison.
I mean, claim.
I know,
they don't,
Fuck.
It gets funnier because that's the thing. Okay. I first saw the pictures and I was like, yeah, that's not good. Like it's really like they look pretty identical, really. But then you read the story and there's actually more to this because it says Tencent began working. It's called Light of Motiram, and they began working on it in 2023, and then they approached Sony in 2024 with a pitch to make it as a Horizon game, like in collaboration, with PlayStation, right?
Right.
And then apparently Sony then just said, no, we're not interested in that. No interest in it whatsoever. And then so Tencent ignored them and just continued like making it. And then Sony then approached Tencent to resolve this as like a copyright dispute. But then when Sony approached them, apparently then Tencent again tried to get them to say, well, can we just make it a Horizon game? Can we just do that? And Sony said again, nah. That's not going to happen. And then Tencent just continued. Like they just continued continue making it. And so then Sony are now suing. And they're saying that like Tencent's they're saying that the promotional materials, including the trailers and screenshots, look like they've got like what they're calling misappropriated protectable elements of copyrights in the Horizon franchise to a significant degree. And it's like, I mean, if you look at it, you'd be like, yeah, they're probably right about that.
Because, robot dinosaurs might just get away with.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that the characters have got really similar costumes and stuff. Like, come on. Like, that's just way too close.
But how much of this can you patent? I mean, I wonder how much is protected.
Well, this is the thing, because Sony are saying, like, they're saying that, like, gameplay is similar. I mean, they probably know, because they almost certainly were shown...
They've seen, like, 17 pitch decks,
Exactly.
Again? No.
So they're saying the gameplay, story, themes, characters, landscapes, and other artistic elements are pretty much the same.
Yeah, but apart from that, is it?
And they also said the music used to promote it was highly similar to Horizon's own as well. And this is also Sony says Tencent has confused consumers with this promotional material because it makes people feel this is another Horizon game. This is what this is going to be, but it's not. And they said it says Sony additionally shared several examples showing just how similar this were, and these are the screenshots. If you want to have a look online, you can see, like on Eurogamer, they've got these. And Tencent have yet to comment on this lawsuit or say anything about it. But you're right, though, Matt. I don't know, like, the degree to which you can do this. Like how much is copyrightable or whatever.
Yeah, it's a blatant copy, looking at all the things, but how much can that be? Yeah, I wonder. I mean, it's an incredible and hilarious tactic. Like, okay, what we do is we'll just remake these games that we like and say, hey, do you want a mobile God of War game? Because we basically made God of War for you. Or do you want, we'll remake Last of Us. Hey, do you want this? No. Well, we could do it. We'll do it anyway. We're not stopping.
No. I would love to know if anyone saw Light of Motiram and went like, oh shit, that's the new Horizon game. Because that seems unlikely. But maybe that's just
some people are stupid.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh, I saw what looks like a Horizon game.
Yeah. Or, more charitably, yeah, some people are not as entrenched in the medium as we might be, and they might just be
idiots.
like, oh yeah, that's superficially similar. It must be it. Yeah.
But I mean, they have to do this because if they don't do this, then like we've covered in tons of different copyright cases over the years. If they don't do this for this one, that's going to look bad. If there's a
Yes.
next one, so
Yeah,
they have to be like this. If it is copyrighted or protected, I don't know. But yeah,
I mean,
it's fascinating.
The reason I can see that maybe they've sued is if they do have like pitch decks and stuff like that and material from
Well,
them. It's
yeah.
like that would be quite damning, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
For proving that that's what this was intended to be. But I don't know.
I mean, I'll be up for it if they don't copy the story and give, the main protagonist an actual kind of, decent narrative. I might, if it copies everything apart from the story, I might be in actually. So hopefully they
It's
win
good,
the
actually.
case.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, surely you'll be loving it. It's like,
Better
no,
than
I don't play Horizon. I played Light of Motiram, actually.
I actually
also-
heard that Tencent came up with this first.
Yeah, this is none of your normie Horizon game. I'm more of a Light of Motiram
Oh,
person.
you know what it's going to be? It will be the same, but it will be free to play, and there'll be loads of gacha stuff
Yeah.
in it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, hang
And
on.
That's the
I'm being sold.
that's the that's the way to get to it.
Yeah, I hope this isn't the end of this because this is a much funnier case to have to follow than Microsoft acquiring other companies or
Yeah.
the boring cases we've had over the years or Apple versus Epic. This is way funnier.
I mean, this is like Yuji Naka. It's like
Yeah.
we're on that sort of
Yeah, on that.
It's not that unhinged, but yeah.
Okay, that's it for the news.
That
Yeah.
is it
Yeah.
for the news. What have we been playing? So there's one game we've all played. So I feel
Yeah.
like we should probably go there first. It's
Yeah.
a tricky one though, because I think we're going to split the discussion, right?
Yes, I think so.
Because you kind of can't really talk about it without spoiling it.
Mhm.
So we're going to do an initial, you should probably play this chat, and then we'll go into spoiler stuff, and obviously we'll give you fair warning. We are talking about And Roger, which is an odd title, but there are reasons for it.
Mhm.
I mean, we can talk about the initial setup, right? Like what you will see on the store page. It's sort of a visual novel with sort of mini games where you are clicking things, moving things around. But the setup is you're this girl who wakes up in a bedroom and she's looking for a dad, and her dad's not there. There's this other guy there, and he's just like, oh hey, look, it's time to get ready. Also, eat this food, take this medicine, and the girl does not recognize this man, right? And that's the setup. It's this is a really fascinating game, and I'm really glad. Because which one of you two first?
I
turned
said
on
I
the
saw
phone?
some people talking highly about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then I saw Matt playing it on Switch, so I downloaded it because I
Yeah,
thought,
yeah.
oh,
This is
it's
only on
interesting.
Switch and PC. This game.
It's like £3 or something,
Yeah.
or it wasn't. It's like £3.80 something on Steam, I think. And will take about an hour of your time, and it is quite fascinating and well worth a look.
It's definitely worth your time.
Yeah.
I would say it's yeah.
The story becomes really interesting and incredibly moving. The mechanics are also fascinating because
Because of the way it
even though-
ties into the story.
yeah,
It's-
and it's like, and a lot of people are comparing it to Florence. If you ever played that,
Yeah, I
it's
never
quite
played that. I've
similar.
heard lots of people comparing it to that.
Mhm.
Yeah, Florence is really nice. I
This
think
is
there
better.
was accusations of toxicity within the team, but it's a good game.
Mhm.
And yeah, this is similar in that it's kind of almost sort of comic book panels, but then it does interesting stuff with that. And then there's elements of the screen you can click on and move around, and then that's how they become puzzles. So little interaction. So one it's from later on in the game, but it won't spoil anything. You turn it on a gas hob, right? So you click and you drag it around in like a circle. There's like a sort of set path on the screen, and you turn it around to the end, and it just like the click, 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 and then you let go, and then it turns off again, and then like another element, like another line appears off the sort of semicircle, and you realize, oh yeah, that's the equivalent of. So you turn it around, to the end, just a click, it lights up, and then you click it into this extra notch that has appeared, and then that's like obviously like a real gas hob, you sort of
keeping the ignition going.
Yeah. So it's loads of little interactions like that, and then it's all about. Oh, it's not all about. There are elements of it where it's like it'll be conversations with people, and you are dragging these icons around on these lines, and it's sort of a visualization of people, just people having a conversation and meeting each other in the middle and connecting and stuff like that.
That is so affecting, even without kind of going into what story is. I mean, there are, one. I mean, obviously, as Sean has mentioned, the girl was confused at the beginning of the game, and I think, when you're moving these cursors and like you're seeing these lines kind of go towards the same point, but maybe one might be a wiggly. It's like I almost got a sense of, you sense confusion in conversations, but you still get to the same point, even if like you might imagine a conversation going from A to B, it's a straight line, that's it. But actually, no, we all know as, when you have difficult conversations or challenging conversations or anything, like that, your thought patterns go all over a shop, or you might discuss different things you didn't anticipate when you're building yourself up to having these conversations. And I thought that was a really beautiful way to do it, whereby you look at your cursor and they're both moving at the same time. Like you move yours on the left and the one on the right mirrors your movement, and just to see them going all over the shop, squigglies up and down, it's like, even that was really, really affecting. I guess I was getting a sense of what the story was about at that point, so things were affecting me more, I guess, than just like seeing a squiggly line. But it's really even that simple mechanic is really, really effective. There's another one where I can't remember what I can't remember even what the conversation was about or what the things were, but you've got your cursor and you're on the bottom of the screen, and there's some obstacles on the screen. It's like blocks essentially you're trying to avoid, and as you move yours up, like another cursor goes down, so again mirrors where you are. And that was, again, like I think it's just a case of you moving your cursor towards this one part of the screen to kind of get through that little segment. But
and like
that alone,
both of the cursors need to like avoid
they need to align, but again it's like you might come together at the end, but things happen along the way to confuse you or mean it's not a straight A to B. No conversation is easy, especially the ones that they're kind of discussing in this game. And I thought that was just a really beautiful mechanic and really, really affecting.
And it goes for like interactions with the world as well. There are these sort of, it might be something as simple as like using a phone, but your sort of interactions with it are abstracted through like clicking on these icons. But again, it's sort of reflecting the main character's confusion and how she kind of doesn't know what she's doing.
So like the icon we're talking about, it's really often it looks like a button, like a white dot, a white button on the screen. And again, the phone ones are interesting. So there's like 4 or 5 of these white things like you're bobbling around, and you click one, and that will be the action for you, like picking up the handset. Or there might be one that is like the dial one. But all these icons look the same. So you're like, okay, I'll click top right, okay, top right. Now I know that's the pick up the handset one. That one is like numbers. That one might be like dial. So I was like, okay, get it. Obviously, pick up the handset, then dial the right numbers, then press the kind of dial button. I mean, I guess I should have known this, but did you try? Oh no, is that a spoiler?
Yeah. Do you know? I've just been thinking about this.
Really, I mean, can we get in spoiler territory?
Well, no. You see, I've just been thinking about this, right? Because I feel really strongly about this game in the sense that I really think it's quite. I was really blown away by this, actually. And it's something, because of the story and because of the way it's done and because of the way that there's all these loop backs to everything that you realize, as things are going on, that makes so much sense, and it's just so well executed. But I'm really worried about talking about it because I want people to play this without knowing anything, because I think if you know stuff, like, it really will destroy this, because it's everything is about like what you discover through what you play. I'm just wondering, sorry, I should have talked about this before we recorded, right?
Sorry.
Could we not talk about this at the end and like tack it on the end, like rather than within the show, if you see what I mean?
Bit of a faff.
But as in, we say goodbye and then we just talk about it then. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know who's editing this week.
I don't know. I mean, we could do it. I mean, that's less. It's not that much of a faff. We'll just like record it and put it at the end. We'll say we're doing it at the end. But I thought you were gonna say, do we even spoil it at all? I feel like
mean,
we have.
I
feel like
want to talk about it. I really want
Yeah.
to talk about it, but I also don't want people to just think like what I'm worried about is there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, "Oh, this sounds interesting. It doesn't matter if I listen to this. Like, like I'm still going to play it or whatever." But then I think I strongly think if you know stuff going into this, it's going to totally wreck it. Like it won't.
I don't know, man. I think if you're on the fence so far and you want to listen to the spoiler chat, I think that might bring you on board. I don't think it would ruin it.
I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind whatever you guys think. It's just
I think
don't know.
do we not just? I think we just can we spoil about it, or is that a pain as well?
I think it's have to be spoiler about idea.
I think we just spoil about it, man. I think we just do it now.
Oh, well, people are saying give us a week, talk about it next week. I mean, that's also another option.
That is an option. Maybe Dave will play it.
I mean,
Dave should play it. He absolutely should play it.
I think Dave. I think this would. Yeah, I think Dave would love this.
Yeah. One
Okay,
thing
well,
I will
maybe
say is because obviously because of the way we're dancing around it, you can probably guess things. There's a mystery here, right? But it's not. So things are not what they initially seem, which I do think is important because there's stuff you might find off-putting in the initial.
Yeah, I was like that. I was like, where is this game going? I'm not sure I really want to be part of this in some aspects.
Yeah, so I think it's important to to just sort of point that out that like, yes, this is probably a game that warrants like content warnings, but not the ones you would initially think.
Yes.
So what we'll reconvene next week then? Is that what we're thinking?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, just to follow on from what James said. Yeah, like I haven't had a game affect me emotionally like this for years. I mean, a lot. I cannot remember the last one.
It's just one of those games that I've not had for a long time where I've just like finished it and been like, oh damn, like that. That's really like.
And I didn't know anything about it. Like I just saw some people saying, like, get this £3, like wow or whatever, and and I'm glad I knew nothing. I mean, I think what we've spoken about hasn't. I don't think that will really ruin anything for it. I mean, because it's all about the mystery and what we haven't said, I think is interesting. And just the way it handles the story. I think even if you knew what the story is about, I think just the way it handles it is really affecting. So yeah, we'll come back maybe next week. Like
so
a bit more of a spoiler.
Roger,
and Roger, I think I got it for like £3 on Switch, but yeah, £3-4 on Switch and Steam.
Yep.
Done in an hour, really affecting.
It's super interesting.
Yeah.
And
chat is asking what content warnings there are for it. Can't say without spoiling it, unfortunately.
Does it pop up with stuff at the start? I can't remember.
No, it doesn't, which I think is probably correct. Because it would just fully spoil it. So yeah.
Deck friendly. I haven't played on. Did you play it on? Would you play it on?
No, I played it on actual PC. I mean, if it's on the Switch, it must be deck friendly, right? Yeah.
Because
it literally is just moving
game,
cursor and pressing one button. So if it works, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll reconvene. But yeah, what a game! I'm glad I tried that.
Yeah. What else? So we've all played Time Flies.
Yeah.
Yes. It was a week of kind of short indie games because it's like this is the second of 3 tiny indie games I played this week. It's been great.
That Blue Sky post I did, I was like, I'm just going to talk about Death Stranding and Fortnite this week. It's going to be a nice, easy one. Then you guys were like, you got to play Time Flies, you got to play And Roger, you got to play. I was like,
play these indie games no one's heard of.
I know, sick of it.
So I really like Time Flies. Like I had a really good time with it. And I mean, I know that the whole thing, because it's supposed to be like a whole sort of it's supposed to be like a sort of looking at like the fleetingness of life, and how
I don't really get that.
I didn't really engage with that very much either. No. I just enjoyed the fact that it was like the movement in it feels really nice, like buzzing this fly around and like working off like the bucket list of stuff that you got to do, trying to get like a perfect run through so that you can do everything in time. So the game is basically you are a fly, and it's in like a sort of it's just black and white, isn't it? Like sort of black and white. Very simple sort of design of like the first area is like a house, and you get first of all, you have to choose the country within which you're from, or where you're playing from, or whatever, and this impacts this impacts the life expectancy of your fly.
Oh, I just realised how I can get one of the achievements. I think.
Yeah, there's one of them which makes it a lot easier if you do certain things with that. And so I chose the UK because that's where I'm at the moment, and so you get like 81 years.
It's pretty good. Yeah, pretty good innings.
And
81 seconds, isn't it? 81 seconds is like the average. Is that?
So it maps years to seconds basically.
Oh, okay.
So you get 81 seconds, and then you start flying around. This house. There's no like people or anything like that. Well, no, there are a couple of people at certain parts of it, and then you're given like a bucket list of stuff that you need to do before the timer runs out of like things you need to achieve, and like the list that it has is it's kind of like just very simple, I would say, puzzles. Like
they're sort of crosswordy hints, aren't they? Yeah.
Just like hints at like one of them, like for the first day it says get drunk, like you need to like get drunk, and
like one of the literal ones, to be fair.
Yeah, and then like, I immediately like tried to fly. I flew into like a wine glass.
I did that and I drowned. I was like, too drunk,
dead. And it's like then you find like there's some like there's someone like on the bottom of the glass that you can like drink, and then it's like there
is something. Yeah, it's like weirdly sort of slapstick, isn't there, about the deaths in this?
Yeah,
so you're just like you're near a light bulb, and you're just like,
it's just bang. Yeah, it's just like that's it. You've had it.
I love even like the animation of when you fall, because when the camera gets to 0, you just like fall. And also I love the fact that all the dead flies are also remaining in the environment.
It's all one
like,
timeline.
My first fly is by the lampshade, and it's like, it's great.
And then so you have to like tick off this this bucket list of stuff, and then once you've done that, you then move on to like a new environment where you have to. So I think the second one's is that the
art gallery?
It's the art gallery. Yeah, it's the art gallery, and again get another bucket list, fly around, try. I mean that one's pretty funny because there's the drugs bit is quite funny. I thought, which is
hoovering up little crumbs of Eki on a couch.
Yeah, and then like what it does to the screen and the music and all that kind of thing is pretty cool. And then I mean, this takes place across like 4 areas. There's only like four areas you go through, and the bucket list is the same like length for each one, but with just different sort of like cryptic clues. You'd say that you have to try and like solve. It doesn't take very long. Like I think I did it. I had to look up one that I couldn't figure out, and the rest were all pretty like not really like that complicated, I wouldn't say. And I think it probably took me about 45 minutes to get through the main thing. But then, because I was enjoying it so much, I went back, found there's also like puzzle pieces that you can find like around the area, and like achievements as well for things like like land on top of like the highest mountain and stuff like that. And it's like you have to like try and do stuff like that, or get rolled over by like a golf ball and stuff, and like make music. And it's I don't know. As I said, I'd heard that this was supposed to be all about death and about how fleeting life is, and I get that because there is that whole thing about we all have things that we're trying to achieve in life generally before that's it, and it's like this is like that, but like really like truncated into like this sort of like small space. But I don't really care about that because I was just having fun, like flying around. Which is pretty good.
It reads more to me much as basically a comedy speedrunning game, really, but but quite accessible. Like you'll have enough fun just flying around and sort of testing little interactions with objects, some which are related to the bucket list and some are just fun things to do. I think, and then eventually once you've had enough runs where you just have fun with it, you start piecing it together in your head, and it's like, right, now I understand now if I can do this then this.
Because at first I thought I had a bug, because you have this list of things to do, and I did one of them straight away or very, very soon. I was like, okay, cool, that ticked off, I'm dead now. And I went back, I was like, it's not ticked now. I was like, do I have to remember? It's like, is there a bug? And I realised, no, ultimately, the things you did reset every time. It's about doing them all in one run. Yeah, one of them on the first one, like the one that just says roll with it, I was like, that one stumped me for a while, and eventually I just came to it. But also, the fact there are other things in the environment that don't relate to the bucket list. So I'm like, well, hang on, how does this... I can clearly do a thing with this, whatever this is in the environment, but I still find it fun. At first I wasn't really enjoying it, because I was like, well, flying around is fun, but I don't know, it wasn't really getting much. But it's only once I started actually trying to get all of them in the same run, which is ultimately the way to progress. I'm like, okay, no, I get it now, and it's way more fun. I love how simplistic it is. Yeah, I didn't really think about it. It is quite slapstick, isn't it? It's like dumb little fly flying around, and
And you can also, I mean, I'll give a hint. It's like you can also like manipulate time in it as well, like to a degree with the clocks. You know, you can like fly up to a clock and then like
yeah, I mean,
turn
doing
it
that.
backwards.
What does that actually affect?
Yeah,
the
It,
length?
it gives you more time.
Yeah.
Oh right, I was doing it just because I thought it was like an achievement, and also one of the achievements is to do something with a clock, and I can't work out how to do it. Oh right, so that actually gave me more time, and I just didn't realise.
Yeah,
or
if you
less
less timer. Yeah. You can give
Oh,
yourself less.
I never tweaked. I do like the fact that so when you there's something there's like a gramophone to play with, and there's these kind of like mini, things to play with, and I like the fact that the clock stops because if you're set to Britain, you've got 8 seconds. So if they didn't stop when you're actually manipulating the various kind of mini tasks or mini games in there, it'd be quite annoying. But I like the fact it stops and you can just play around with it.
You're only losing time when you're sort of transitioning,
Traveling between things like that. Yeah. I mean, I think I've been on like half an hour at least, just like mopping up the first bit and start the second one. So this will be a 16-hour game for me, I reckon.
I'm definitely intrigued as to where these puzzle pieces are because I found. So I'm on the 4th level now, and I've found like 5 pieces, I think. But like I thought I was being really thorough. So there's obviously stuff I'm still missing. So
there's lots of vents and
things to knock out of the way of vents.
Yeah.
But I think for like this was like what, a tenner, like just over 10 quid or whatever. I think I felt that I had my money's worth out of it. Definitely, it was it's really good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Should we go on to the third of these indie games we've been playing?
So I've not played this one, but you guys have. So go ahead.
Yes, this one is Dear Me, I was, ... And I only got this because you said you got it, James, and I was like,
I got it. And the reason
another
I
cheapie.
got it,
This is also like 2 or 3 quid, wasn't it?
yeah, this was, and also it's a Switch 2 exclusive as well.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Which it didn't
Has it got
need
ray
to be.
tracing?
It really, I mean, it really didn't need to be Switch 2 exclusive at all.
It didn't need to be a game, I would say.
Well, yeah, we can come to that. I mean, this is, I mean, it's a game with has rotoscope visuals and everything, and you can see I think it's former developers from Sing, that worked on As Dusk Falls and those games, and it was As Dusk Falls, wasn't it?
Is it Arc someone
It's
works?
Arc System Works.
Arc System Works, that's one, yeah.
And so I really wanted to play this because I really enjoyed their previous games, and I mean I talked about the Another Code ones.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to yawn.
Boring.
I talked about Another Code a couple of weeks ago, and I really enjoyed that. So I thought, great, this is like another one of those kind of games potentially. So it's really like a visual novel. It's a visual novel game, and it focuses on the story of a young girl as she sort of grows up and sort of goes through her life. That's the sort of the main focus. I don't know about you, Matt, but the problem I had with this, I think I didn't find this terribly engaging at all. Like the story, I didn't find very interesting. Was a problem, and the interactivity is so minimal that there's not really any reason to even have it there in the first place.
No.
Honestly, what's the point?
Yeah, I mean, I guess a lot of things you could say. Why is this a movie? Why is it not a book? Why is it not a song? Why is this game a game? Does it have to be a game? I would have got exactly. I mean, I thought the story was. I thought it was quite affecting actually. It was. I was quite sad. I mean, this. It's been a bit of a weird week for heavy games, and this is the second one I've played. But yeah, I thought it was. I thought the story was affecting, but it did not need to be a game. And I could have watched this as a video, or read it as a book. It would have been the same, really.
And this is why, we talked about And Roger, and one of the things with that was how cleverly they mixed the interactive sort of elements with the story and everything, and there's none of that here at all. It's at certain points because the main character is does artistry, paints things and stuff like that, and it's there's times when you have to paint and you literally just have to just swipe over the screen and that's it, and then it magically creates the picture for you and stuff like that. And it's I can understand why maybe they've done it that way, but it's so minimal that there's not really much there. And I think, I mean, the thing with the story is it probably just depends on whether it speaks to you or not, and it just didn't really for me like that much. I didn't really get so much out of it. But I still like to support games like this because I like the fact that they exist and that it's such a tragedy that they disappeared, honestly. And if there's any elements of that living on, I want to see it continue. But
So what other games have you played where there is more interactivity? And it's because this is only also like 45 minutes. It's also very short.
Yeah.
What other games like this have you played where they're longer, more engaging?
Well, I mean, as I said, like Anne Roger, I'd say is much more. I mean,
Okay,
I'd say they're both visual novels to a degree, and it's just that one of them takes the form and like really uses it to enhance like sort of the story and to make points as well. Whereas this,
and Roger needs to be a video game. There's no.
Yes.
There's no
Some of
like,
those-
this could have been a film or a
Yeah.
book. Or,
Because those simple mechanics in Anne Roger make even conversations feel much more meaningful, I feel.
Yeah.
So I think it's a perfect combination of relatively simple interactivity and a story because both the themes work together. Whereas there's nothing. I mean, like I think this game is 8 chapters or 9 chapters in a prologue.
yeah,
Or epilogue, sorry.
Yeah.
And it's like, you had 6-7 scenes and then like chapter 1's done. It's like, I haven't even pressed a single button yet. It's like, that's chapter 1 of the story done. But I still felt the story was, effective, interesting. Confusing at the start. I was like, okay, I wasn't quite sure where the story was going, but once I got my head around it, I enjoyed it. It's a very, very short experience, but
It's also, I mean, it's sad. I mean, the whole thing
it's
is
really sad, yeah.
I mean, it's fine. It's just, as I said, I didn't really dig it that much, the story, but as I said, I'm just glad this sort of thing exists, and hopefully it will continue.
So, other than Anne Roger, what other games like this have you played that I can maybe play that aren't Anne Roger? I guess that's what my earlier question was.
I need to think about that.
Well, did someone say Hotel Dusk?
Yeah, I don't know why I said As Dusk Falls. What was As Dusk Falls? That was
That
the
was the
other
thing
one.
that's like-
the sort of Telltale-esque.
That was the
Yeah.
Telltale one, yeah. But yeah, like Hotel Dusk is like one of the big ones that was like that, which was excellent. Like that was really good.
You probably need to. I mean, you could. Yeah.
Well, there's rumours that's
You need to emulate it if you want to play that now, basically. Unless you want to hunt. I'm pretty sure original copies would probably cost a fortune.
But there's rumours there's going to be remakes of that, and
Oh, okay.
and the sequel they did for it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although it sounds like we're maybe shit on this game a bit because no interactivity, basically plays itself. I still felt the story was effective. So for that, and not enough. I love games where they do. There isn't. I wouldn't say it's like an emotional gut punch. The whole story is just kind of
It's so
tinged
false,
with
isn't it, really?
sadness because it's
Yeah.
someone's life. It's like the ups and downs, and that in itself is sad. But that is that and definitely Anne Roger, the things I love art for in general. I've always said like the movies and books and stuff that are real like emotional gut punch, and I think I've had like 2 this week, I thought they were great, even with all the kind of caveats I just mentioned about this one.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I wouldn't say this is bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's just, it didn't really. The story didn't do it for me as much, and I felt it was not so much of a video game. as you go, but no, that was it really.
Fair dues.
I bet Sean wants to talk about Fortnite and COD now, does he?
I do want to talk about Fortnite. Well, it's been a strange week. So, Isaac's into it, and by extension, I got back into it a bit, just to play with him, really. And then, because there had been a couple of evenings where I was like, Isaac had finish school and he'd come home, and I was playing a bit of Fortnite with him, and then I was supposed to be making dinner. So Nu was like, well, do you want, can I step in? Do you want me to play with him? I was like, yeah, go on then. She's now really into it. She doesn't
Awesome.
really
Family Fortnite.
Yeah, so literally, and then obviously on Saturday, it was the big season finale. This season's been a bit shit. For me, it has, it's all DC superheroes, but it's ones that I've never heard of. Superman's in it,
Superman?
which is fine.
You've heard of him.
Robin's in it, as in Batman's, sidekick.
Right.
Pal.
It's his ward.
His ward, yeah. And then just a load of others that I've never heard of. So I've just had zero investment in the story in inverted commas, etc. But I, obviously I'd heard that their sort of season finale things, these cool one-off events, It was pretty rubbish. We like. So we basically, it says like, right, it's starting in like 20 minutes. Like, just join a battle royale game and then go to like this one place, and it's like this big sort of temple. And like we got there, and it like came up with this little mission, and it was like, oh, shoot these targets, and there's like all these sort of floating targets around, and we were shooting them. It's like, right, you get 50 points shooting those targets. I was like, okay. Step 2, get 150 points shooting these targets. I was like, okay. Step 3, get 500 points shooting these targets. Like, what the what is this? This is awful. And like all the players there like can't hurt each other, but that doesn't stop people just being like, oh well, I guess I'll just shoot everyone else, even though no one's taking any damage. So you're there trying to shoot these targets, and you're like flinching because some pillock's like shooting at you. And then when the event proper started, I don't know, some guy was like appeared and was doing some sort of ritual or something. I don't know. And then a giant tentacle appeared out of the ground, and we shot at that. And it's got this health bar on the screen, right? And we're all just shooting the fuck out of this tentacle thing. And it's like throwing, I can't remember, acid or whatever. I can't really remember now. It was shooting stuff at us. And like we're shooting at it, and it's like clearly like a bullet sponge. Like its health is going down like tiny increments. And then it's like, whoa, a superhero's appeared. It's this one guy who's got 2 pistols, and he shoots it in a cool way, and now a third of its health bar's gone.
Like, he helped me out.
Okay, brilliant. And then basically that happened a number of times with different superheroes. Isaac's, because he's playing on the Switch 1, that then crashed and kicked him out of the game. So he was, I mean, to be fair, he could have been a lot more gutted about it. I think he handled it quite well. And, me and New were both like, look, do you want to just play online? Like, it's kind of not very fun anyway. So
Sean's like, no, I mean, I really want to shoot his target.
He was happy to just watch, and and then we killed the tentacle, and then more tentacles appeared, but then Superman arrived and lasered it with his eyes.
He will do that,
and he does do that sort of thing, and that was it. And I was like, oh, it was rubbish. I can't believe we got all excited.
It didn't feel like a big, huge event, because I always thought these things were just you made sure you're online at the right time and you got to witness it rather than interact with it. Is that like a new thing for this season?
Probably that's more what we should have expected. Like, interaction was pretty minimal. Like I say, we were shooting at this tentacle and basically doing nothing and just waiting for it to trigger one of these heroes coming in and actually doing the job. I know.
Asher joined this as well.
Oh yeah,
and he played it for about 20 minutes. Then he just left. He was like, he said it was boring. So
he's not wrong. I would agree with that assessment. Also, really weird
do we know what the next season is?
Well, I was just going to mention that. So basically, they've revealed like one teaser image which has 2 like female Spartan skins. Okay. Which initially I just thought was like, oh, it's supposed to look like Spartans, but they're legally distinct. No, they are literally Spartans. Apparently, Master Chief's been in the game since 2020. I had no idea. Mm-hmm. It's an official Halo crossover. But then in the description,
for the whole season.
Yeah, apparently, and apparently it's going to be like one of the longest seasons. Yeah, probably the best Halo game we've had for a while. Right, guys. But then in the description, it's like, oh. Help us combat the bog menace. I was like, is this Halo and Helldivers or something? Like, is that's
weird
where this is going? Yeah, very strange.
Asher's going to be crushed because he thought it was going to be The Simpsons and he was really looking forward to it.
Yeah, Dave said Harry was saying this.
Was there hints? There must have been hints if everyone's thinking it's Simpsons.
So literally, there's just this one in the sort of news bit. There's like this one screen, and it's called like Shock and Awesome.
No. But like, why would people think Simpsons?
Oh, right, I don't know. Oh, maybe basically saying Simpsons is after, apparently. Working their way up to it. I just find it fascinating that it's like, we're doing a Star Wars season, and then we're doing a superhero one, but you won't have heard of most of the superheroes. Now we're doing Halo, remember that? And like, it must be like the nightmare of like figuring out what the seasons are, getting all the licensing stuff in place, never mind the actual development of it. Must be mad. But yeah, so that's my Fortnite update from a
Fortnite corner.
Man.
According to this, it's on Radio Times, which is where I got my gaming news. Yeah. According to leaks, the new season will also reportedly feature crossovers from both Transformers and Power Rangers.
Oh yeah, I'd heard about the Power Rangers thing. I didn't know Transformers was the thing though.
So they're like just every IP, just get it
It's just
in,
a
and
mad
we'll see what
sci-fi.
happens.
Yeah,
It's the
Alright,
metaverse,
fine.
you know.
it is.
what it is.
I mean,
It's the
it
metaverse.
generally it kind of basically is, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Fortnite. I'm still playing Death Stranding 2. I think it's probably all I actually really want to play, but I'm making myself.
How
play
many
things for the
hours?
show.
Where are you?
I've still not checked how many hours. I'm basically going across northern Australia now,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like really building everything along the way. I'm doing all the roads, all the
That's where I was up
monorails
to.
and stuff. Yeah.
That's pretty much what I was doing when I had to stop.
Okay, right.
Yes,
Because I was concerned about talking to you guys about it too much because I know
Mm.
obviously you can't play it now for a while.
Mm.
So yeah, right. I'll shut up. But yeah, I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Really quite blown away still. Like it is a fascinating thing because like more and more like the sense of humour is coming through as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which like was probably always there, but wasn't necessarily quite in tune with it. And and it's so annoying how like you can't play this without being like, is Kojima a genius or an idiot who happens to be surrounded by a lot of talented people? Probably a bit of both. And you sort of like I'm enjoying it throughout, but there's this constant. I'm sort of dipping in and out of like, am I getting this, or am I just enjoying it despite some elements of it? Or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so tonally inconsistent, but then it'll do stuff that just is absolutely jaw dropping. I've done no spoilers. I've done the fireworks bit.
Yeah, that
which
looks
is
fucking hell.
ridiculous.
It's
like-
really impressive, isn't it?
Unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like it. And like I said last time, like I'm now really enjoying that. Like the combat's quite involved, and it's
Yeah, combat's awesome.
yeah, proper sort of Metal Gear Solid stuff through the bases and what have you. Yeah, still really like it. I'll probably
In terms of like
shut
getting
up.
it,
Oh, sorry.
like getting the story, or actually just like understanding what he's trying to. Yeah, is it trying to be rubbish or is
Yeah.
it trying to be good? Is it if
That's what I
is
mean,
it is
yeah,
being
like-
rubbish a meta something on something else or
Yeah.
because some things are like it can't possibly be as bad as some of the lines,
Yeah,
but
and like
Yeah.
and the fact that like I was saying last week about how Sam, like there are so many times where it's like, right, Sam's going to speak, he's going to say something now, and then he's just like, "Ugh," and walks off. And just like, fucking hell, why did they even get Norman Reedus? But then there are some scenes where it's like, oh, he's going to disappoint me again. But then he actually does speak up and talks a lot of sense, and you're just like, right, no, he's a good guy, he's a good character. It's just, I don't know, it's just weird what he does and doesn't react to.
as I said, I think there are reasons for that. But maybe I'm just
Yeah.
after you
Well, this
finish,
is
maybe
it,
I'm
like,
looking too much, reading too much into it. But
Yeah.
I can kind of see. But also, he was always a bit of like a non-character anyway, really. And now he's got a really colourful cast of
Yes.
characters and the crew. I mean, he's never been a great character, but I feel like some reasons maybe, but who knows?
Yeah. I mean, it's passed the test of like Nu will ask me to put it on just so she can watch me play it.
That's good.
Which is
That's really good.
handy for getting time on it, but also, yeah, it sort of speaks volumes about just how fucking cool it is.
Yeah, and just I know it's a simple thing, but just having like recognized actors in it is also
Yes.
what's good. I think Fragile's character is not used as much as it needs to be. I think great actress, and I think you can even tell in like the way the characters move and the voice acting. It feels like it just feels good. And I think part of me can tell is she's a proper actor, but also I think her character is like I don't know. I feel like could have done so much more of it personally for me.
Dollman, he's cool. I like him. He's my mate. Like, I know, so when I saw him in the trailer, I was just like, "Oh, fuck off!" But no, he's good. I like him. He's my pal.
I'm looking forward to coming back to it in a
Yeah.
month,
Yeah.
so I can
Yeah.
play it. But yeah,
It's really fucking good. And like I say, I feel like I've got the freedom to dip in and out of the story stuff. Like I'm not feeling overwhelmed by cutscenes and stuff at all. Like when one does arrive, I can put it off. Now I'm going to build roads for a bit actually, and then I'm excited to see what happens next. The only other one that's a quick one. I've been playing Fumes, which came out in early access on Steam this week.
What is Fumes?
Fumes is a post-apocalyptic vehicular combat game. It's very Mad Max. But it's your sort of PS1 style visuals.
Is
but
it
obviously
Renegade
with-
76 style? Wasn't Renegade 76 that old PC game?
Interstate 76.
Interstate.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one I'm thinking about? Maybe it is. Yeah. Sorry.
That was a car combat game. It was good. Well, it was back then. I don't know how it holds up, but yeah, it's sort of PS1 style visuals, but obviously with like cool shader stuff going on that would never work on a PS1, and like sort of this constant rolling like generated landscape, and yeah, you have a shitty car with guns on it. You drive around it. It's got these sort of really excellently sort of bouncy physics, and yeah, you drive to certain points on the map, and it's like, right, a bunch of guys are going to come at you. You fucking blow them all up. It feels great, and it's like, right, you got some more parts. Go to the garage. The garage is like this truck that drives around, and you go near it and you beep your horn twice, and it stops, and the back opens up, and you drive up into it, and then you're upgrading your car. Like, right, I've upgraded my car. I'm going to go blow up some more dickheads now. And you just do that over and over again, and it feels amazing.
This looks like how I'd imagine like a modern like Twisted Metal should look. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really looks like that kind of thing. It looks
It's
good.
It's interesting because it's like it's early access, and you can tell it's quite like there's a campaign there. So basically you do a certain number of these little encounters, and then and a boss will appear, and then you do that. The bosses get absolutely insane. I fought one that was like a big like tanker on wheels basically, which was amazing. And just between how fun the combat is and the sort of constantly getting new parts and upgrading stuff, it's just incredibly compelling, and I'm really excited to see like where it goes. The soundtrack's fucking awesome as well. It's all like really aggressive like surf rock. It's like if Man or Astro Man did a game soundtrack. It's fucking brilliant. Really, really good stuff. And yeah, I think it was like £6 something. It's been a mad week for just cheap, brilliant games.
Oh, yeah, cheap, but yeah, really good stuff.
That's it from me. Matt, did you have one?
I think that was it. So it's Fumes. Was that PC only? Did you say?
So far, yeah. And I say it's
Okay.
still in early access, so
Damn it.
yeah. It plays great with the controller. It's the menu, like the upgrade menus and stuff. You still need a mouse and keyboard, and they've said like proper controller support is on the list. I imagine once this gets towards version 1.0, they'll look at a console release. But yeah, don't know when that'll be.
Last one is super short, based on still playing Donkey Kong, obviously. And yeah, I think I'm up to like. Oh, okay. Nice.
I saw credits on it. Although I'm now going back and getting all the other stuff as well, which has been a lot of fun.
More fun than the main game, or same as David said, same amount of fun. Like
I'd say the same amount of fun.
Okay,
Although I would say, he's right. Like the difficulty does ramp up a little bit, but it's still not difficult. I wouldn't say it's not like really irritating or anything like that. It's but there's a couple of because there's obviously some boss rushes and stuff like that you have to go through and things like that. But it's all been good.
Yeah, I'm enjoying my time. I'm putting on like 700, so barely. I'm not very far at all. But I'm still enjoying it. I'm not blown away by it. But I'm very much enjoying it. I'm not going to review it right now, but I'm not like, oh my god, this is like Mario levels of quality. For me personally, right now, that may change. Well, go on, James. What have you got to say?
No, it's just. I think it's superb, and it's like I know, but yeah, we have maybe different opinions. But we'll see.
I think maybe if I like really put the time to it, I think it's good. Not mind blowing, but then I guess reviews weren't mind blowing either. So maybe I'm not like expecting more than I should. But yeah,
but then let's be fair. Like it's less your sort of thing, right, Matt? Like you need to stick with a story.
You're not really like a platform person.
No, I've enjoyed them. I've loved Mario games in the past. Not like I don't like them, but just I don't think it's that. I think it's just I'm not blown away by this, but I'm still very much enjoying it. Yeah, it looks lovely, music, all the things. It makes me feel nice and happy, which is different to a lot of games I've played in recent days. So it's definitely nice in that regard. But yeah, I'm not blown away, but I'm definitely gonna keep playing it and get it finished for sure.
Cool. Should we move on to questions?
Hell yeah.
Go
If
for
you
it.
want to send us a question, go to tcgs.co/. Dear TCGS, or just go to tcgs.co and follow.
Yeah,
it.
actually,
It's fine.
Yeah,
We'll change that.
DTCS will now auto-direct to TCGS. Okay.
Cool.
Just don't ask questions.
Just Shields says, hello lads, I was playing Rematch a few weeks ago against some random people, as is the way, and a few minutes later, after a match ended, I noticed an Xbox notification pop up and found out that I had been called simply an idiot via a private message through the Xbox chat system. It had been nearly 15 years since my last abusive message, from memory, which was during a Left 4 Dead session where I was called a homophobic epithet that I shan't make you read out. Apart from the well done and good save shithousery after an error you find on certain games, what was the most recent abuse you've received on a recent online game, and did you deserve it? Love you loads, Just Shields.
I haven't received any because I haven't played any online
Well,
games.
yeah, it's like,
I generally
with
play online
randoms,
and then
no.
usually have voice chat off. So
I mean, I'm sure David was a bit like offensive when we were playing Mario Kart World.
it
Like,
was.
Yeah, he was
A
very
lot of
toxic.
Swearing, yeah, he was really leading the charge on the swearing on that stream.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, Harry. Yeah.
Definitely a lot of dickheads on Sea of Thieves. Definitely had, like, some people would sail past and just...
You or them?
Them.
Just to clarify.
Yeah, just sometimes people would shout homophobic abuse as they sail past, and you're just like, yes, great, good job, lads.
Yeah.
And then you sort of have this moment of like, oh, I'm fucking reporting them. How do I do that? Fuck, I can't remember. I've not had to do this for ages, and then you just, miss the moment. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, but games like Rematch and Rocket League, which have these kind of very quick phrases you can say via the D-pad. Yeah, I mean, it's always funny to say, like, sorry when we've scored, when we're like 7-0 up or something, or great goals are going in, or like thanks. If like they made an arse of themselves, it's brilliant. But no, I mean, I can't remember last time I played with like randoms, so not lots of abuse. Although I do get a lot of abuse when I play with friends, so. Actually, it's probably worse. It's probably worse. I love the fact someone actually took the time to say, I'm going to write, okay, idiot, okay, sent. Like, what? I guess people have got nothing better to do. Like, I might as well send all these people, offensive messages and see what comes back for a laugh.
The Barber of Seville says, yo, lads, love the show and I'm a big fan of the betting shenanigans. Question, what would it take for Sean and Matt to shave their beards or James and David to shave their hair? Charity donations, a bet on Metacritic, cash injection into the podcast fund. Discuss. That's charity, right?
It would take. I mean, shaving my beard's nothing, really.
Well, I was going to say, because I feel like you'd get away pretty lightly. I think you'd look all right without the beard.
It's been a while.
But between like me and then James and Dave, I don't know who comes off worse, me shaving the beard or them shaving their hair off.
I think shaving the hair off is worse.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. It's definitely worse. I mean, if I did that, I'd be worried it wouldn't come, like what I've got left wouldn't come back.
I don't think it works that way. I think if it's there now, it will come back. Don't worry about it.
But I can't
charity,
imagine.
right? It's got to be
bald
charity
Dave.
donations is the answer.
Yeah.
I would consider it for charity.
I haven't got much of a long beard anymore to really warrant. Oh, the beard's gone. I mean,
That's true.
all the time I think, oh, could I? And over Christmas, I'm like, I should do it over Christmas if I really want to have try it for a bit. But I look like a fucking egg, so I don't know. I'd be like, oh yeah, you know what? I'll shave it off.
Yes. Stream, Matt.
What? Go to someone and do a wet.
Have a little bowl of warm water on my desk. And I'll just...
Channel Wiz says I look like a potato if I shave my head. And it's
potato, egg, all the common.
That's the good thing about being married is someone who's always got your corner.
Yeah,
Just always...
part of the team. Yeah, like even the other day I was like, oh, maybe I should shave it off, but then it'll be a massive mistake from minute one.
Mm-hmm.
But my beard isn't big like it used to be, so it's less of an issue. I think me shaving
November.
it. Yeah, I've done that before. Just
I used to make fun of it, and so now I'm suggesting doing it. So that's.
Yeah, I mean, I did it. I mean, I think I did Movember and loved it so much I kept the moustache and then would just gradually, generally grow it randomly or
I think
for a
that's what
holiday
Joe
or whatever.
Scrabbles did. I'm pretty sure. Or no, it wasn't November. It was just a funny lockdown jape, I think, and then he just.
Oh, we all did that. Yeah. I mean, I think the tash is easily the best bit of my beard. It can get really, really, really thick. So, like, if all the beard was as good as the tash, I'll be rocking the best beard on the planet. But unfortunately, that's not the case. But no, I mean, I think earlier, James, you said you can't imagine David with a shaved head. I mean, one of the famous early pictures of David is with him with a shaved head.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago.
It was. I think
He's
Dave's still got it.
aged. So it's like
Yeah, let's just have a stream where we all shave our heads and beards.
Yep.
And
Extreme.
Egg stream, yeah. In terms of what it would be, I mean, yeah,
charity thing.
I guess charity,
Yeah.
but I don't think we've. It's not like Long Endless got long hair or like the world's biggest beard. It's like, oh great, you've shaved like a 4-week beard, or
But I look fucking awful without the beard, so it would be a sacrifice for me.
I'd look awful without hair.
You'll be
That's
fine.
why I'm terrified all the time.
James, shave your head, grow a beard, just join the rest of us.
Yeah, grow a
Yeah.
beard now, and then when you
Yeah,
shave
grow a
your
beard
head.
now, shave your head. You look great with a beard as well. You kept
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
oh,
Really suited you when you sent us that video from China. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
this
like-
handsome devil.
yeah. So I think James, just start growing a beard
Hates
now.
it. Absolutely hates
Well,
it.
Unfortunately, you're a white man, so at some point you're gonna have to adopt the uniform, which is so she's gonna have to get used to it. It is beard and bald. So that is
Fully bearded all
unfortunately,
the way.
unless you're David Turner or other people, like that's for where most of us have to go at the end.
Time poor Peter, brackets not a real Peter. Says evening, is 2025 the best year in gaming ever? We're in July and we've had Doom, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Claire Obscure, Death Stranding 2, Split Fiction, Mario Kart, Donkey Kong. We're yet to get games like Ghost of Yotei, Anno, and Elf on the Shelf Christmas Heroes. I cannot wait for this year's Game of the Year show. We aren't even in August yet. It's 30th of July as I write this. In short, could this be the best year of gaming ever? Love and kisses. Time poor Terry, brackets not a real... Hang on, Terry? You said your name was Peter a minute ago.
It's all
Gone
gone
from
wrong.
Time poor Peter to Time poor Terry. This is
Yeah.
fraud.
I mean, you're forgetting Blueprints, unless that was
Prince. We haven't, Silk Song is apparently definitely coming out
Apparently
this
that's
year.
coming, yeah.
Metroid.
Metroid
That's
might
unlikely
be good,
to...
eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been an incredible year.
Citizen
was
Sleeper
it?
2. Yeah, I
There
forgot
was
about that.
two.
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
about that. But no, it has been incredible this year, actually. Like, I've got a bigger list, I think, than I've had for years in terms
Yeah.
of stuff that I'd want to put
Yeah,
up
at
for
this stage of
things.
the year, for sure. Yeah, I mean, not to say an awful lot. Last year was a nightmare, but I think I've already finished more games this year than I have all of last year.
And it's,
And that's
it's,
still
it's
something more to
interesting
do.
as well because I know, like, there was chat. I think it was in the Discord. People were talking about Game of the Year show last week or the week before, and I think the perception is when it's been a really good year for games, everyone's like, "Oh man, the Game of the Year show is gonna fucking go off." Whereas I find the opposite because when there's been so many good games, I'm like, well, there's about 5 that I'm probably happy to win.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna bring ones I like and talk about how much I like them. And fucking whatever, we'll see what happens. Do you know what I mean? Rather than be like, no, I need this one. Like, if it was a shit year and there was one game you really liked, then that would be hard because then you'd be like, no, I need this one game to win. But when it's so spread out, it's just like, yeah, let's have fun with it. It's fine.
Yeah, I think this year might be the year we don't struggle as much when we're like picking all our choices because there's so many good ones.
Yeah.
I mean, I struggle most years, but you know, if you're top two, like in the year when there's like a Zelda game or, well, we had that a couple of years ago. It's like, okay, everyone's going to want Zelda or want this or want that, but there's so many and so many that we all like in different ways.
Yeah.
I think we're probably all going to end up having maybe potentially a different game of the year, or might already have a different game of the year
Yeah.
contender.
But then there is also, but I think there's a lot of crossover this year as well.
Yeah, well, which only makes things better, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm already having like anxiety about needing to get through Claire and Kingdom Come Deliverance too. Once Donkey Kong's done, I need to go start the backlog already. Even though we're in August, I've got to start now because I can't be like in November freaking out that I've got 125 hours of Kingdom Come to get through.
Yeah, I do want to. I know I keep saying this. I do want to go back to that, but yeah, it is.
I will. But the thing is, I'm like, oh my god, like 75, 100 hours, I can't believe it, of like Kingdom Come or 30 odd on Claire. But then I did like 60 odd Death Stranding in like 2 weeks. So I'm sure I could. But then Death Stranding is very much like you can be focused, do the A to B, the deliveries, whereas, yeah.
The original Kingdom Come Deliverance is apparently getting a remaster re-release kind of thing for PS5 soon as well. I mean, it's annoying because I bought the PS4 version of it recently because it was like £4, and I just thought I'd quite like to go play that as well.
That wouldn't be a this year thing, would it? That feels like it's more of a next year thing. Elf on the Shelf Christmas Heroes, though. I mean, That is
It's all to
interesting.
play for, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's,
I haven't tried it yet myself.
yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, is it the best year ever? I mean, every time there's a good year, we think this, but then
You can't say until like years after.
yeah, I think that's like something you look
need
back on,
that-
isn't it?
Yeah, you need the hindsight, I think.
Certainly a good one, though. Certainly a good one.
Mm. Lee says, do any of you have siblings who are gamers?
No.
Okay.
I've got a sibling. I've got a younger sister, and we play games when we were younger, but no, she doesn't really do it these days.
She grew up.
Yeah,
And you.
and I got cooler.
I've got an older sister, but yeah, zero interest in games. So.
Does she know how much of a gamer you are?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. We don't talk about it, though.
Yeah, but she must know.
Um,
That'd be quite a big thing if you kept that secret all your life.
Yeah.
Does my brother James play games? Kept
mention
that quiet.
Yeah, I dabble.
Oh, you play games, boy.
I've got an older brother. I'm sure I've mentioned before. He listens to the show on and off. I don't think he actually has time to play.
On and off?
much
What the
these days.
fuck? His
Well,
brother's
I
on
think
one of the biggest independent video game podcasts in the
I
UK.
think he
On and
did-
off.
I don't think he listens. No, not on and off as such. I think he just he doesn't get much time to listen to stuff.
On the
either,
weeks
so I
you're
think
off,
He's
he's like
always yeah. So, oh, good, my idiot brother's not on it. So yeah, so I think he listens, but he's like behind a lot of the time. But yeah, he's yeah. So I think he mentioned he's like just not had the energy to play stuff for a bit. But he was a big fan of the first Death Stranding, so I keep meaning to be like, hey, I'm on board now. It's only taken me 6 years, but
Finally got there.
yeah. King of Developers says you have a team of multi-skilled developers at your disposal and dev kits for any system. You need to develop a movie tie-in game in 6 months. The studio says it must be a unique headline-grabbing adaptation. What movie and what style game would you choose?
I mean, when I think movie tie-in, I think shit movie, the classic license, but now I'm thinking like, well, what about Inception the game or, Tenet
Would
the
that
game?
Work.
Well,
though?
I don't know. No, I mean, not Tenet. Inception. No, not Inception.
Tenet barely works as a film.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Could you do? This wouldn't make money, but Escape from New York, but like an extraction shooter. But it's you versus so everyone else is like established in the world, and you've just got to get in, get one thing, and get out again. And you're against everyone else. Obviously, you would need some sort of advantage over everyone else. But that's like that kind of thing has been tried, hasn't it? Wasn't it? Fuck, what was it called? It was a really shit game for like the PS3, and it came out, and it took several years to be like, oh, do you remember years ago there was that cool trailer for that game where it's like one person's the protagonist and everyone else is like an NPC, and it's actually a multiplayer game, but for one person it plays
I
as
don't
like
know.
a
It sounds
campaign.
good.
It sounds really good. And everyone's
Yeah.
like, it was that shit PS3 game that came out, and it was rubbish. It didn't work at all. It was called Mind something. Can't remember. Anyway, apparently it
Mind's
was bad.
Eye.
So imagine that, but good.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I remember that one, but I
Yeah.
can't remember the name, which is bad.
So yeah, just take that idea that didn't work and do it right this time.
I mean,
Well,
Phil
I
in the chat had a good one here. The
Oh, yeah.
indie game, the movie, the game. It's just
But that's like game dev story, right? Or that
Yeah.
other one. Mind Jack, that was it. Thank you, Moomin Biscuit.
Mind Jack.
Yeah. Any others?
I would just want Interstellar or something like that, but
But then what would that be? Like,
what
Wouldn't
style
that
of
just be-
game is it, Matt?
yeah.
it includes all sorts of genres. There's
Okay.
puzzles. There's obviously the spaceship.
There's cutscenes.
Yeah, there's a bit where you
There's-
burn through like a cornfield. The music's playing and swelling up, and oh man, what a
I
film.
mean, it's Outer Wilds, right?
Oh yeah, basically.
That's what you want
and,
from an
and that's
Interstellar
why I
game.
think I love that game so much. Yeah.
Sorry,
See,
James,
the
go on.
one that I would have. I mean, this is not film, but
Ah.
The Expanse is the one that it seems to be being made at the moment, which is the Expanse
Yes.
as like a Mass Effect game. which
Yeah,
would
because
be-
we didn't really talk about that during the E3 stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was this announcement trailer. Is it Owl Cat? I think it's Owl Cat.
Maybe.
And so they've done a bunch of like computer RPGs, mostly your sort of top-down sort of Baldur's Gate style ones, but they're really highly thought of. And yeah, they're doing this new Expanse game, which as you say, is like third person and looks to basically looks like Mass Effect.
Mhm.
I mean, I saw an interview where they were like, "Thank you for the comparison. Please calm down." Like, obviously we're flattered, but like, and that is sort of what we're aiming for, but don't necessarily compare the two. But yeah, fingers crossed that'll be good, because we need a good Expanse game, because unfortunately that Telltale one didn't really. I mean, I never even finished it in the end, because I thought it was on an upward trajectory from episodes 1 and 2, and then you played the rest, didn't you? And you're like, yeah, no, it just goes completely.
It wasn't
off the boil.
very good.
Yeah.
I think you two know the answer. Has there been is there such a thing as a one-take game?
As in, what, you play it once and then that's it? Right.
No, as in like no loading, no edit points, just like like we've had our lessons, but like Birdman. It's like a Michael Keaton movie, isn't it? Like, could there be like a one-take game where it's just?
I think everyone in the chat saying, I think God of War did that, right?
I did it.
Yeah, that was technically all one shot.
Okay, what else is going to be Independence Day then? Next question.
Sick. Maria Mendieta says, "Dear TCGS, come on, people, now smile on your brother."
Nice
To
Nirvana
commemorate.
reference.
What's sorry?
Nice Nirvana reference there.
Is it? Oh, is it? I think they covered it, right? Wasn't it? It was someone else originally. Yeah. To commemorate James's CX windfall as a retro merchant, I thought I would ask about a PS1 greatest hits title. The console edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was a bestseller, as was its sequel. Which underrated UK game show do you wish would have received that tawdry green PS1 cover instead? Keep up the phenomenal work. Sincerely, Maria.
Do you know? I've got a good answer for this, I think, because I'd looked it up a second ago when I saw this question, and I just remembered one of those Patreon streams we did. It's got to be Cyberzone. That Craig Charles. VR game.
Could you do a game of the Cyberzone though?
I think you could.
Yeah.
I think you could do that. It would probably work, and it would be awful. But
it probably would be awful. Krypton Factor.
There
was a Krypton Factor game, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was very old and not good. Ben's just said in the chat we should do a talks over some Bullseye.
That is perfect.
That's a really good idea.
I mean, I want to do Bruce Forsyth's, I don't want to do all that. Generation Games, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Generation Game.
All that.
Not doing Jim Davidson's one though.
No, we'll skip that.
Yeah.
Oh, could we do Big Break as well?
No, for the same reason.
Shame.
Yeah, no.
Underrated UK game show. I mean,
Golden
Balls?
Yes.
Golden Balls, baby.
What a show.
What was that one that Davina McCall did where, is it £1 Million Drop?
Yes. And that show always winds me up for a really stupid reason. When it's like the countdown, she counts incorrectly. And so she goes like 1, and then there's tick 0. because it shows the time. So it goes from like 10, right? But then it immediately switches to like 9.99.98.99, right? So then immediately she goes 9. And it's like, no, it's still 10. You say 9 when it goes to 8, right? But no one's ever explained that to her. And winds me up.
But it's just easier. It's like you get some football where it's like the goal was scored in the 9th minute. Well, so no, it's 8 something. Well, yeah, that is the 9th minute. It's like, but I don't know. It's clearly an 8-minute goal. Well, no, it's the 9th because we've had 8.
Moomin Biscuit says Golden Balls was already on the DS and possibly on the Wii. That's a string.
I mean, come on, especially that era, like with the Wii and DS era, pretty much anything that was produced ended up on those platforms. As like,
it was all up for grabs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I bet there's loads of good ones here. Oh, okay.
Probably, yeah.
The Cube. I mean,
The Cube.
is there not a game for
I bet that's been done as well. I'd be astonished if there's not a DS version of that somewhere.
I mean, yeah, that. I mean, I did like the Cube experience in London. It was great fun, but like, there's loads of that could be good with like motion controls and again on the Wii. What we'll do is things. You hear like, oh yeah, someone's released like a Mega Drive game this year. We'll do that, but we'll release the Cube for Wii.
I'll do it in
someone says that
Pico 8,
Cube is on PS3 according to.
Oh bloody hell!
Yeah.
But
Finders Keepers as well. Someone's mentioned.
Yes.
But we're just listing old game shows now. Sorry, James.
Yeah, no, but
No, I mean, Salty Dog UK also said, Funhouse with Pat Sharp. I mean, that would also be brilliant. You have like
He'd
the
be
little
up for that
races
as well.
and stuff, and
Yeah.
obstacle course.
Melanie and Martina,
Yeah.
go karting.
It's wacky, it's fun, it's outrageous.
Apparently they run a ice cream van in Blackpool.
Melanie and Martina.
The twins, yeah. I don't know if that's true. I mean, well, I read that on a forum about 15 years ago. So who knows if it was true then? Certainly, probably not true now.
No, I think it's definitely true. British Bake Off. I mean, it's like Cooking Mama, but like competitive cooking. I mean, I'm Cooking Mama, but like I imagine it almost like a baking simulator. But like that could work, couldn't it? Yeah. But also, it's like 12 player online. Someone has to be the. Oh, I reckon this could work.
Someone's got to be the judge.
Yeah.
God, reviews for the Cube on PS3 are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's some 5-star reviews here, some 4-star.
From who?
People on Amazon and stuff.
Oh my god! Okay, right, we're going off a tangent now, but like, and we've discussed this in the past. Why the hell haven't Microsoft bought back? Is it 15-1 they had on Connect?
15-1. Yeah,
which was brilliant. I know we loved it more maybe because Michael Fox.
1 versus 100. That was it.
Well, that's one. It was like that. I felt like ahead of its time when Michael Fox won a couple of times. It was like, holy shit! It was like that would work so well in like today's social media focused market. Like I reckon that'd be amazing. Bring that back. Like that's anything like that where it's. There's also like wasn't like a stand up comedy one as well, wasn't there? Or maybe that's like a separate game where you can do like little stand up sets or using Connect. Does that ring a bell?
But that won't.
Do you know, Sean? It's all right. Yeah, the Cube reviews on Metacritic less good.
Okay.
It's, I mean, the DS version got 3DS version 40%.
I've just remembered.
I mean,
a game that I own on the Nintendo Switch but have never played.
Love Island?
No, better than that. Fort Boyard.
Oh yes.
I've still not played it, and like so I've just done 2 weeks off with Isaac, summer holidays, and we were like looking for stuff. He's like, "Have you got anything else we can play together?" And I was like, "I've got Fort Boyard," and he was like, "Well, what's that? Is it any good?" I'm like,
"He's up putting me up for adoption.
Know.
Seriously, fuck this."
I was like, "Yeah, I don't know if it's any good." And I was like, "I'll download it," and then I think we ended up. I think probably just ended up playing Fortnite again. Yeah.
Ready, steady, cook. Okay, we should stop now. But
we should stop listing shows. However, we're on the last question already. Short show, lads. Interviewer Doodoo says, with David interviewing Ian Lee, who would the other presenters like to interview and why? We should probably plug that, right? Is it this Sunday?
No, it's not. It's in October.
Oh, is it? Oh, Christ, sorry.
Yeah.
What did I think was... Fuck, I don't know.
This Sunday is the Community Shield, Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. That's probably what you think. I think that's what you're getting confused about. Yeah. Big stuff, yeah.
I'm
right, I've gone completely senile there. I don't know what's happened. I was sure. I was like, oh no, I definitely can't make it because it's this weekend, even though it's not. It's in October. No. Anyway, yes, go on Dave or Ian's social media feeds. You'll see the details for that.
Ian's ticket, for the.
So basically, Dave's going to do a Q&A with Ian as part of the show. So who do you want to interview?
For this question, see, my mind immediately goes to David Cage because I think it'd be interesting. Because I'd like to interview him and also show him scenes from Heavy Rain. Like the Great Glasses moment, all that. I'd love to just say like, what's going on here? It's just
meant to be funny because it is.
Because it's very funny. And I mean, the other person I'd quite like to interview at the moment is Phil Spencer. I think it'd be really interesting to interview him. And
I mean, if you wait a few years where you can actually talk about stuff, maybe. Yeah. I mean, not that it would never probably go in, but a bit more. I mean, I bloody love those Hollywood Reporter actor roundtables. You've seen them where you get. Imagine that with David Cage, Molyneux, Kojima, like what other kind of crazy gaming people? Like imagine getting them on a table to speak about their craft and their vision. It'll be box office television.
It would be interesting. I'd change a few of the.
Well, no, I mean, obviously you could get greats around the table, but it would be hilarious to get them. Who else would be on that same kind of level? Who's the guy who did the Postal games?
Oh fuck,
him. I mean, this person.
Also,
Go on.
that guy, the guy who was at Silicon Knights, I've forgotten his name.
David
Dyack.
Doak?
Yeah, David Doak. Yeah.
No. David Doak's the Time Splitters guy. Well,
Oh yeah, he's Time Splitters, isn't he? I've forgotten the guy's name.
Dennis Dyack.
Dennis
Dennis
Dyack,
Dyack,
that's
yeah.
it, yeah.
Capone sharing it, as Just Shield says in the chat. That'd be brilliant. Also, not quite the same level, but Cliffy B. I just think, Oh my God! And obviously Randy Pitchford. Like, get all these lot together on a
They're just
table.
Naming
Maybe
loads
they're
of
doing his
horrible
card games.
people.
Yeah, but like, get them all on a table. Like, it will be incredible.
Grey Dragonclaws mentioned Phil Fish. He's actually, obviously he had a reputation back in the day, but he was on My Perfect Console a year or two ago. He's done a lot growing up. He seemed really sound. I genuinely think, him. Apparently he has worked on game stuff and just not said anything, doesn't want crediting and stuff. But yeah, I do feel like we've lost something when he sacked games off forever. Not that I blame him.
Yeah, I mean, this is something
think-
to do with gaming, and the question wasn't anything to do with gaming either. But I recently had loads of Big Breakfast stuff come up on my feed on Instagram. Probably because I followed a '90s television account, and watching those videos again, I remember how much I absolutely loved Big Breakfast with, obviously Johnny Vaughan and Denise Van Outen, but Lisa Tarbuck, I thought she was funnier. I'd love to get all the old Big Breakfast crew. If again big round table, big odd interview, that'd be incredible. Ben the Boffin, get him in there.
I'm kind of fascinated by people who did games journalism in the past and then went on to bigger and better things. So obviously I talked about Charlie Brooker in the past, Danny Wallace. Used to write for
Kieran
Total.
Gillen.
Yeah. Does he still do? I can't remember if he still does any games writing, or is he just?
I think it's just comics now.
Comics and other stuff. Yeah. James O'Brien used to review games for. It was a newspaper. I can't remember which one. It'd be funny to talk about that.
Yeah.
Just be like, all that stuff you're well known for. Not interested. Tell me about.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned before. I've done loads of work with Jamie Sefton, who was former. Is it PC Gamer, PC Zone, PC
Zone, I think.
Zone editor, and I first met him. We did a panel at this thing in Leeds called Leeds Digital Festival, and he basically talked loads of old stories about that. And then I went on to work with him when I was at XR, and he's constantly full of old classic kind of stories of working in print magazines in the '90s. I mean, who would I like to interview? I'm not an interviewer, but who would I love to meet? It'd be there's loads of people I love to hear from that we don't get to hear from anymore. And it will be Big Breakfast people.
Steve Coogan's a big one, I think. Would love to just chat to him about the trip because I think it's certainly the first series I think is just absolutely stunning. But yeah, I think that's us.
Also, my answer's Ian Lee. So there you go.
Oh yeah, I would also like to interview.
Yeah, well, I think that's our first. All of our first choice was Ian Lee,
Yeah.
but David took it. So
Yeah, stole that
got invited.
from us.
Yeah,
Like a no.
like it.
what was that?
I think you know what it was, Sean. James tried to be naughty.
And bottling it by the sound.
Yeah, like a.
Unbelievable. Do you want to do socials, Matt?
Yes. The socials are simple now. Go to tcgs.co. That has got links to our Twitch account if you want to watch this live on Monday nights, or when we do a stream. At some point, we will do a stream again. Our YouTube account, it's all on there. Socials, Strava, our Just Giving page if you want to donate. Store for the, to buy the James Fire t-shirts and other t-shirts, obviously. But it's all on there. tcgs.co. You can also support us on Patreon, which is on there as well.
That's it, isn't it?
Quite literally it, yeah.
That's quite literally it. Well, thanks, lads.
Dash Radio will be loving this.
Yeah.
James, this is your last show for ages.
It is, yeah. This is going to be, the next 4 I'm not on.
Man, the feedback when you come back.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
What are you going to miss the most? So you look forward to the break?
No, I'm looking forward to going to Japan. I think that's going to be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's going to be great. But yeah.
You going to the Nintendo World? Or Land?
Well, this is the thing. We tried to get tickets, but
no,
it was impossible. We tried for
Shit.
a long time. Yeah, and we were just trying to. We also tried to get them for the museum as well, but impossible.
No luck.
Couldn't get them.
Really?
So,
Oh man, so you're all the way over there and you can't even.
yeah. So I just have to make do with all the cool shops instead. Which is fine.
Yeah, I think you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Well, have a good time, man.
Thank
We'll
you.
miss you, obviously. And yeah, well, I mean, Dave won't. You know what he's like.
Yeah.
I will miss you, especially when I'm compiling the news, because I hate doing it.
We should say who next week's guest is.
Oh God, I've already forgotten because we've got a few lined up, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's Inel next week, right?
It's Inel Tomlinson's back
Sick.
next week. Cannot
Oh, well, that'll
wait.
be good. Oh, I'm not worried about
Inel
James going
is
now,
always
I'm
always an excellent guest.
He is. He's an incredibly good laugh. So, yeah.
We've got a guest the week after that as well. So 2 guests in a row. We won't reveal that guest unless we have already.
Until
We won't reveal that
next
guest until next week. Yeah.
Cool. Join us next week. Dave will be back. James won't be, but we'll have Inel, and that's a pretty good swap.
That's
I
the main
reckon.
thing.
And crucially, thanks for letting us be natural. Good night.